Good evening, people. How are you all doing? Today we're going to look at. I was not planning to do this certain particular video. Actually, I was gonna talk about my initial thoughts on this David of Hot Water, which is one of my recent purchases, and I got quite a few fragrances recent time acquisitions, body sprays, excuse me, aftershaves and whatnot. So I have quite a few fragrances to talk about. But I didn't have this particular fragrance. As you can see, it's a body spray from the title. It's gonna be from the house of Fogg, fresh aromatic. All right. So this body spray, I'll try to keep it short, but I have to cover quite a few information. And this one, there's a reason for me to do this. Change my mind. All right. So before I start the review, I want to say two things. First of all, thanks to brother Ubayd Salik from Good Smellers Bangladesh, our Bangladeshi brother, who's a very close brother of mine. We do meet up a lot and share a lot of knowledge. This is the guy who told me about this particular scent, all right, body spray. And he said this is a copy of Tobacco Vanille, all right. He's the first person to tell me that. I didn't know about the clone, all right, because Tobacco Vanille of Tom Ford, it's worth at least like $200-$400, right, which is kind of out of my range right now because I'm still collecting and finishing my designer haul, right. Excuse me, the cold is kind of bad. All right, it's taking serious toll on me. All right, so thanks to brother Ubayd Salik for mentioning this, and finally I got it, and I got this from, I think, Rapa Plaza in Bangladesh, somewhere, one of the Genetic or Rapa Plaza, I'm not sure, one of them, I forgot, I think it's Genetic Plaza. Yeah. So this one, always make sure, this one is a bit difficult to find. I had to walk around 6-7 different malls before I found this. They have from this Fogg black sort of line, they have this fresh fougere, they have fresh spicy, fresh lot of other things, except this, because fresh aromatic is kind of like the older collection and it's getting a bit rare. All right, so I'm very glad I found one bottle. All right, so one of the shops had it and I got it for 400 taka, which translates to 20 ringgit in Malaysia, $5 in US, more or less, and 2.5 to 3 pounds in Great Britain. So this is made in India. All right, this brand is from India. So the concentration, it's a body spray, it's 120 ml juice, and the box is kind of okay for that kind of price range. I'm sorry, someone wrote something here, I don't know, in the shop someone made a joke. All right, so it's Fogg fresh aromatic. It looks kind of cool. Okay, Fogg, it says the concentration, blah blah, batch date, whatever, kind of nice. It has a shiny bottom. So this thing actually reminds me of the X and Lynx in Britain. They call it Lynx, the signature collection. So that's sort of not bad. All right, but the bottle is not much. All right, I'm going to talk about the bottle in a bit. Second thing is, this review, there's only one other review of this fragrance, this body spray, which is by Babbs collection. I'll put his video under the video in the description box. You can check it out. He described this as a 2 minutes pleasure of Tobacco Vanille, something like that. So that guy's a great guy. He talks about Arma, a lot of these hidden gems. Check out his channel. All right, so thanks to these two guys, brother Ubayd and Babbs, I'm doing this review, and then I have this bottle because of you guys. All right, so this particular fragrance, all right, let's start. This is, as I told you, made in India and all that. It's a body spray, and then the box, the bottle. All right, it looks like a very cheap, sort of like a typical canister, I don't know what you call that. The cap it has that golden thing around. Okay, but it's very sort of like flimsy. You can see, not very heavy. All right, sorry about that voice. And then the sprayer looks cheap. All right, you can see it's a white sprayer with the black things. I'm not sure if someone's gonna copy this. It's already cheap. This Fogg, nicely written, very prominent gold. I like that blue, sort of nice, point. So nothing special, mind blowing about this, but the sprayer on this is crazy. It's beautiful, and it doesn't spray like those other typical. If you know, I'll spray one of my Playboy. This one's, I just have this for fun. If you see, this one actually sprays like this, right? It gives like, it's like room air freshener. That sort of a spray on these, more or less. But this one has beautiful sprayer. It sprays like fragrances, EDT, sort of like your upper class fragrances. Check this out, and gives lot of juice out. All right, gives like a mist. All right, so the Fogg name justified. Ooh, smells awesome. All right, so for the sprayer itself, I'm gonna give this 7 out of 10 because it does its job properly, beautifully. All right, Next, um, let's address the question, like the issue. Is this tobacco vanille? Straightforward to the point, all right? When you spray this at first, yes, for the 3 to 5 minutes mark, you're gonna smell a little bit like tobacco vanille, like the feel of it, but not maybe 60%, all right? 60 to 65% from my nose, all right? Because you get that opening, you know, like sort of that feel. It's gonna be like a bit of vanilla. And the notes in this, let me tell you the notes. It's not from Fragrantica. I obtained this from my sniffing, and I have this on the tissue for a couple of hours, and I got this like for almost a day now, half day. And I have another fragrance here. This is not tobacco vanille, by the way. This is another fragrance from designer side, which I think is also very close to that, and more close to that than tobacco vanille. All right. So yes, if you want to get feel of the that gorgeous tobacco vanille Tom Ford, and you're like fan of that line, yes, it has that vibe. All right, but disappears very, very fast. All right. So I have this on my skin. Someone said, don't spray it on your skin. I saw it in Babbs video. Some guy commented, bro, I sprayed this on my hand and it's having rash and whatnot. So far, no rash. I'm good. All right. If I have some rash, I'll update you later. All right. But you're not going to die from this. Trust me. It's not bad. Okay. So yeah, tobacco vanille part gone. I'm not going to focus on tobacco vanille because yes, it's the dry down that matters the most in a fragrance. All right. This fragrance, the dry down is really, really amazing, and it's not disappearing very, very fast like many of your other, say, Axe or any other those body sprays, you know. So yes, the dry down is the most important, right? It lasts you on your skin, on your shirt, I think maybe 2 to 3 hours, maybe on shirt 4 to 5. Okay, so I would suggest go 1, 2, 1 on the shirt, 1 on your arm, and tap 4, maximum 5 sprays. When to wear this? Winter time, night time, after evening. Who wants this? Who wants to buy this? People who love gourmands, who love their dark fragrances, coffee-based fragrances, patchouli, little bit like honey, and also a little bit like tar. You guys are thinking of something else, aren't you? Yes, on the dry down, those notes reminds me of, and exactly is like another fragrance that I own, much more expensive than this, but exactly, if not identical, 85% same. Angel Man. Thierry Mugler, Angel Man for Men, the legend. This is gonna cost you around what? 80, 75 to 80 or $100 easily. This one cost you how much? $5. And the thing is, this is a bit more heavy and a little bit more complex, definitely, because it's much more expensive and quality. But on a dry down, this and this are almost identical. That's where these two are more in the same family than tobacco vanille and this. All right, you're gonna get the 2 to 5 minutes of tobacco vanille feel, but what you will remain with is Angel Man. And I love Angel Man. This is a love it or hate it fragrance. That tar note, not many people can take. Strictly winter fragrance. You just need to go with 1 to 2 sprays, right? Last on your skin forever, 8 to 10 hours on average on different part of the world. Many people get 24 hours from this, right? This one you're not gonna get that long. Let's be honest, okay? You're not gonna be like that cheap. Hey, bro, my $5 fragrance didn't last me 24 hours. What the fuck? Sorry, oops, shouldn't say that. What the fish? You shouldn't be that cheap, right? You have to know your limits. Whatever you're spending, you have to get bang for your buck, and that's it. Don't be too greedy. Damn, dude, you cheated me. India Fogg cheated me. No, they didn't cheat you. They gave you a gem, all right? I don't know. This smells very, like, it feels like it's not that full. I don't know. Did they cheat me? Never mind. I don't care. So yeah, I love gourmand, and people who don't like Angel Man, anything from this DNA, don't try this. You're not gonna like it. So for my suggestion would be, if you have this in your local discounter, in your nearby shops or malls, go and give it a try. Ask them to spray on your hands, 1 to 2 sprays. Go around, all right? Let it settle down on your skin. After half an hour, you'll see. This one on the tissue is this. On my hand is this, and the other tissue is Angel Man. Yes, this one is a bit more pumped up. This one is like on steroids, all right? The tar note, coffee, patchouli, the caramel, the patchouli, honey, tonka bean, sandalwood. This is on steroids. It changes over time, gives you different notes because much more complex. Definitely Thierry Mugler is a gem of a house. But yeah, if you love that, look into this. That's all I'm gonna say. Not gonna put a hype, but those people who are younger and want to get a taste of Angelman, Tobacco Vanille, I'm not sure. Don't have your hopes so up. But yes, this is a copy of Angelman Thierry Mugler. Alright? And this one performs for a body spray 3 hours to 4 hours on average on any day, any given day. Alright? And people will notice you. It projects very, very well, 5 to 6 feet away. Alright? So 6 feet away. Properly. Alright. So what else is good about this? Another fragrance, if you love coffee note, I would suggest another one for you to try out is Ted Lapidus. I think it's called Black Soul Imperial. Very gorgeous golden and black sort of combination, heavy bottle. That one is like Bulgari's Men in Black, but much more amped up, much more stronger with that coffee, burnt coffee note. All right. So yeah, this one, I would say this is poor man's, not Tobacco Vanille, poor man's Angelman. All right. So if you are in winter time, rock this and don't tell people what you're wearing. Let them play the guessing game. No one's gonna guess you're wearing Fogg. Let me tell you that. 1 out of 100 also, they won't guess this is. Ask them. People who know about fragrances, they have a lot of fragrances in their collection. Ask them, dude, which Thierry Mugler do you think I'm wearing? Yeah, check out the reaction and tell me, come back and tell me if I'm wrong. All right. So yeah, I'm very glad to be doing this video. This is a second video review of this, and I will give this overall 9 out of 10. Not from body spray quality or bang for buck. For the fragrance, it is very good quality. Look into this. Fogg Fresh Aromatic. All right. And what else? Did I miss anything? Oh yeah, if you love coffee, if you like drinking coffee, you're a fan of Starbucks or Coffee Bean or Gloria Jeans, and you like pastries and stuff, you're gonna have some sort of like pastry, coffee, wear this. It will complement it very beautifully. Little bit air breeze going on, it will move around the room, people will notice you and they'll like you. So for gourmand lovers only, if you are not gourmand fan, if you don't like coffee note, don't look into this. All right. So thank you very much for watching, and thanks for being with me with my terrible voices down a little bit. I appreciate it, and thanks for all the supports, guys. You guys mean everything to me, and always thanks for supporting me. I'll talk to you soon, guys. Have a nice day. Bye bye.